welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. In this one I wanted to cover something that I am really excited for, and that is the rematch that I want the most. Now, I know a lot of people want Robby and Miguel to duke it out again. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to play out in some way, shape or form. But the one that I really want to really explore is the one between Hawk and Robby. And this is where I feel like this is going to be absolutely integral and key to both of their characters' development across Season 4. Now, as I've said 1,000 times, I feel like Robby winning makes the most sense because it would just really serve the story, and it would mean that Silver and Kreese win. You know, that would make for such interesting story that the good guys lose. You know, this could be the Empire Strikes Back of Cobra Kai. You know, this could really end on a very sour note. But in regards to the current crop of fighters that the good guys have, it's no secret that Sam is the GOAT and that Miguel, you know, obviously Miguel is the new Karate Kid. But until Miguel gets back to full strength, and I've spoke a lot about Hawk's redemption this season. You know, his redemption started by saving Dimitri, but his true redemption is kicking in now. And I really feel like we are gearing up for something special for Eli. I really feel like we are. Season 3 developed him so much more than where he was at in Season 2. In Season 2, hence why I had it in the thumbnail, where just think of the shot in the mall, right? When Robby basically just whacks Hawk across the floor, just boots him across it. That's pretty much all Hawk was in Season 2, just cannon fodder, just getting kicked around by everyone, kicked left, right, and center, and manipulated by Kreese to trash the dojo, etc. Season 3, with Miguel out of the picture, Hawk really had to develop by himself and come into his own. And boy, oh boy, did he come into his own. From taking out Brooks, by laying the smackdown on him, getting up in Kyler's grill, staking a claim for being #1, breaking Dimitri's arm. This dude was on something in Season 3. He was really on something. And I said before going into Season 3 that one of my favorite things about Season 3 was the fact that Miguel and Robby were out the picture. Is because Miguel and Robby are literally the two main. They are the two main dudes, if you know what I mean. It's going to be always tossing and turning between those two. You have Miguel in his coma, recovering from that. You have Robby in juvie, dealing with the fallout of his actions. So that there opens the floodgates for Sam to develop as a character, which she did. For us to learn a little bit more about Tori, which we did. For Hawk to develop, which he did. And with that in mind, this is why this is the rematch I want the most. Because as much as the fight is always going to be between Miguel and Robby, I just feel like I want something fresh. I want something new. And I really feel like a big part of Hawk's arc next season, right? And again, I still hold true that Cobra Kai will win. But let's just say, for example, Hawk wins. Imagine how that's going to feel for Eli to stick it to Kreese by saying, hey, you chose this other guy over me. Like, how great would that be for Eli? Not Hawk, Eli. How great would that be for him? I think that would be absolutely insane. And then, combine that with everything that we've had thus far, I feel like we've just had constant seeds and constant setup for these two to duke it out again, this time one-on-one properly. And if you think back to the Season 1 fight in the All Valley, Hawk had his number. Hawk had his number at first. It's only because, you know, Robby got in his, Robby used his teaching, get a kick on Hawk, threw Hawk off his, just completely threw Hawk off balance, agitated him, and then Hawk attacked his shoulder. And that is where Hawk's arc comes in this season, as I've said. He's going to find balance with Daniel in his corner. Offensively, Hawk is one of the best, but he has no defense. Now he has defense. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. And you could argue, well, Robby has defense and now he has offense. Yeah, true. But that's why this fight excites me the most. Because they're both hybrids. They're both going to be taking the lessons that they've learned from other dojos, combining it with what they're learning now, and evolving into just... I honestly, I really want these two to duke it out again. People have been asking me about the match that I really want to see. It's these two. I want Hawk and Robby to go at it again. I want these two to go at each other again. Because of all the development that both of these two have had in Season 3, this is where the fight for me is. For me, as I've said 1,000 times, the rivalry between Miguel and Robby, it's not really a rivalry. At face value, Miguel and Robby, there is that rivalry there. But it's not like the Sam and Tori rivalry. It's not like maybe even the Johnny and Daniel rivalry. It's less than. I want something fresh. I want something new. And I feel like the seed was planted as soon as Robby joined the dojo and started, he got the snake from the zoo. Kreese is like, you're exactly what we've been looking for. I feel like this is the fight that we should be gearing up for. I really want this to be the fight. I want something fresh. I want something new. And, make no mistake. Miguel is my boy. That is my dude. I love Miguel. He is, without a doubt, one of the best characters in the show. But I just want something fresh. I don't want to keep rehashing the same stuff. And this is why I said I would love Cobra Kai to win, because it changes the dynamic of the show, that the bad guys actually win. As I've said before, Johnny's Cobra Kai was cool, and for the first 2 seasons, you didn't know who the good guy and the bad guy was, because you had Johnny and Daniel, both of the, Daniel was the Karate Kid, and Johnny is, he's the protagonist that we're following this story on. But you didn't really know who was who. Season 3 onwards, I feel like that has absolutely changed. I feel like Season 3 made it very clear that Kreese's Cobra Kai are the villains. They are the villains. Tori has redemptive qualities, but she's, breaking and entering. She's tried to kill Sam twice. Kyler doesn't need any kind of redemption. He's just a bit of a jerk. And to be honest, I love that he's in Cobra Kai. I think he's just a perfect fit. And Robby has that redemption to him, but right now he has so much anger within him that, as I said, he's got to be Darth Vader before he can come back to being Robby. He's got to be pure Darth Vader for a little while. And it just feels like with Silver coming back in the mix, Cobra Kai are going to be the villains. They are going to be the villains. But because this is a show and we need to draw it out, I feel like Cobra Kai winning, Kreese and Silver's Cobra Kai winning, would add so much to the story. And we've never seen them win. We know they've won in the story. Kreese has won before. But we've not seen it. Karate Kid 1, Daniel Miyagi. Karate Kid 3, Daniel Miyagi. Season 1 of Cobra Kai, it was Johnny's Cobra Kai. How much more interesting would it be if Silver and Kreese get the win? Then again, we could be throwing a curveball and Hawk could win. This is what I mean. This is the match that I really want to see. I want to see these two duke it out because I just feel like there's so much between them. There is more between them, I feel, than Robby and Miguel. I feel like there is a lot more between them. Ever since Miguel ended up in the hospital, Eli has had this absolute resentment and hatred towards Robby or anything pertaining to Robby. As soon as Robby was brought into the mix, he wanted to switch out the dojos because that's the guy that put his best friend in the hospital, regardless if he was on talking terms with Miguel at that point or not. The fact that the guy who just put his best friend in the hospital is now replacing him as head boy, I mean, it's gonna send anyone out. And as much as Kreese may have expected Hawk to defect, I don't think he wanted Hawk to leave. I feel like we should really explore that maybe Kreese really thinks, oh man, I shouldn't have lost Hawk, and then they go and recruit Sean or something like that. But guys and girls, leave your comments down below. This was just me sort of getting my thoughts out there regarding this fight, or potential fight, because I really feel like we're in a much better position to have a more even fight. I'm going off the back of the amount of development that Hawk got in Season 3. He was the standout for me. As I said, Sam had my favourite arc, but Eli was a close second. He really came into his own, he stepped up, and as far as I'm concerned, plot aside, he's up there with Miguel and Robby. I don't want to hear nothing about anything else. If he doesn't win, or he doesn't even put up a good fight against them, it's because of plot. It's literally because of plot. I would like Hawk to not be fighting 5 fighters and win. I would like him to fight one marquee fighter like Robby and pull off a damn good fight. I would love that. And honestly, let's be honest, if the dojo is called Eagle Fang Karate, Hawk just naturally fits that. Like, he just looks the part, Maybe an eagle, and he's a hawk, but you know what I mean? It works. So guys and girls, jump in the comment section. Let me know if you agree with any of the points I've raised, and this is just something that I'm personally looking forward to. I really hope they do this. Again, Miguel has the Rise of a Champion arc, but I feel like the amount of development that Hawk got, and especially in the finale, Hawk had such a big role in the finale. The minute he switches sides, the power dynamic shifts. Absolutely shifts. And even if Cobra Kai brings Sean in, don't underestimate Hawk. The video I did recently about why Hawk is dangerous, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But the video I did in that basically goes into why Hawk is still a loose cannon. He may be with the, for all intents and purposes, he may be with the good guys, but that doesn't mean he's weak. Not by any stretch. So, fear the Hawk. Cue the Hawk screech. Anyway, see you guys in another video. And Dimitri and Eli, binary brothers.